biggest breakthrough would be purchasing our first home ever. I mean, that was a huge step for us, huge milestone for my wife and I, and just the amount of questions that come along with the first home buy is significant. You know, it just went down from the very first meeting with our lunch, and just the patience that Carlos gave us was extraordinary. You know, it's by far, I haven't met anyone that has that much patience with customer service. And there's things that, I mean, I'm very cautious on it takes me a while to trust someone. So it took us a couple meetings before I got that trust factor with Carlos. And as soon as I did, it was just a click. It was like, this is it. Let's move forward. I trust him. Let's go forward with the biggest purchase of our life. And, you know, we would have lunches, and, you know, we'd go see various homes. And, you know, every time we saw a home, he would reassure us, you know, we don't have to walk anything. And if you don't like it, you can walk away, or you can go find another home, or keep looking. And we actually ended up finding a home that we put an offer on. And it was a 2-story, a little dated, about 15 years old, needed some work done. And, you know, we put the offer on the table, they accepted, and we were moving forward. And the whole time, Carlos reassured us, like, you got a 10-day grace period, right? So I was like, okay, we have 10 days. If we need to back out, we can. And sure enough, you know, Tony and I were talking about things. And on day 7, I called him up. I was like, look, Carlos, me and Tony don't have a good feeling right now about this. Too many repairs that need to be happening. The roof's going to fall down on us. The AC's going to break. Let's not go through with it. And sure enough, the next day we signed the cancellation, and we keep looking, you know. So when you asked the breakthrough, it was a series of events that led to just like an overall experience with Carlos. It's just I would just explain, you know, his thing is patience is a virtue, and it's true, 100%. So coming from Japan to the States, there's a lot of moving things that happen as far as your household goods getting picked up. And then along the way, you also have in mind, I got to find somewhere to live. So we had a friend in Yokota, Japan, that referred us to another realtor. And we had a meeting with him, had a lunch, and you know, I just noticed that person, he just wanted to talk more than listen. And I noticed that, and I was like, man, I told Tanya, I was like, I don't have a good feeling about this. He kept telling us about his personal renovations to his home. I mean, this was like a 30-minute talk and I'm just listening. I like to listen to people. But I noticed that, so I got with a buddy. I was like, hey, and actually I went to my buddy's house, and I saw his beautiful home, and it was a rehab. And my buddy's Jason, he's like, look, my friend Carlos hooked us up with this home. It was, you know, kind of a short sale. Everything went perfectly. It was in a matter of 30 days they closed on this home while they were, I don't even think they were on duty station yet. So I said, all right, hook me up. Let's see what happens, you know. And we had our little meeting with Carlos. And as soon as I noticed that he did more listening than talking, that's when I made the decision that this is our guy. And also, you know, with my buddy giving a good referral, it was just easy for us to make the decision of that. So he wasn't the first person we went through. He was actually the second. So it's and we picked him out of all people, and from there on we've been 3 years going. We've already recommended multiple people to Carlos and Amriza, and the reason why I would recommend him and Amriza, I would say the Gradiz Group, is because it grows a network and it grows a relationship with the people we refer them to. Every person that we refer them to has only said nothing but great things, and they truly mean that. And it makes me feel better when I know I'm giving my friends or my family a good connection to get into real estate, and so that way they don't feel pressured. So the reason I truly do recommend the Gradiz Group is because it comes back to me. It's my name on the line too. And if I refer someone, they have a bad experience, that's a bad experience for me. So I always put my neck on the line for the Gradizes because I know the outcome is going to be 100% positive.